Well, I think probably the number one for us was, and me personally, we came in with the idea that we were thinking this was all going to be an information-based approach when we were learning about a pregnancy and the birth process, but it's much more holistic than that. You're learning about the natural reasons why the body does what it does and how it is natural, and many women around the world do it. So there's a huge amount of confidence that brought for us. I think just the confidence side of things was probably number one for me personally, and something we've talked about a lot. I think the second thing as well is the idea that Singapore is a very medicalised society, and we're Australian, but we're living in Singapore, and how we've learnt that if you take from the very beginning a natural-based approach, you can actually prevent, for want of a better word, the cycle of intervention, and the idea that if you take certain steps and relax and take it naturally from the start, it'll make the whole process a lot easier. And that was probably the number two thing for me and for us.
Well, for me, the main takeaway is to leave the fear behind from Dad's perspective. And what does that mean? To be honest, I was a bit skeptical about everything, the LBB and all this natural thing. My dad, he's a gynecologist and obstetrician as well, back in Brazil. So we are from Brazil, now here living in Singapore for a while. And Lud came with this idea, and again, I was a bit skeptical, but Reddy helped us to break this ice, especially for me. And as soon as this ice has been broken, let's put like this, we just cannot wait for our little princess to come and to enjoy all this moment together, and we are just waiting for the day. And I'm sure it will be very, very nice.
Yeah, I think one point that stuck with me was about the idea that during the birthing process, particularly at the hospital, the dad's role, my role as a gatekeeper, and a real filter for information between the doctors and the nurses and Jess will be focusing on the birth itself. And being that gatekeeper is very important and it's very powerful, and it shows that if the dad wasn't there, it would be a much more difficult process.
I think that before we started the classes and we were very excited that we were pregnant and we wanted to have a baby, but I kind of didn't actually understand how that would actually all unfold. And now I feel like I have a lot more confidence, as Jerry said before, to actually be able to do this in a natural way. I think beforehand I probably was afraid of intervention and what that meant, and should I be looking towards that, and what all of that means. But now I feel like we have the information and we're really well informed as to how we can do this in the most natural way and in the most love-based way as well. And I think for me that fear has completely shifted, because I thought, oh yeah, lots of women do it, but have I got the strength and have I got the power to be able to do that? But now I feel like I probably do have that, and I feel confident knowing that I can do it. Well,
Yep.
I think I was a bit not so much aware of things. I mean, I took it very lightly, everything. And I think what happened during the class was I transformed into actually looking into what all could happen. And what I liked is that Red is visualizing everything. So this visualization, for example, of the hips and how it can move when you move, this really helped to say, okay, it's all about me and I can do it. So I feel more empowered, I would say.
I think almost everything, to be honest, because when we talk about birth, we just think about blood, pain, hurt, I will be crazy. I don't know how my husband will feel about it. And this completely changed. So I know that may hurt or not, but I'm prepared. I think I'm prepared. And the most special thing I feel is that I know how he is important in this moment now. So I'm not alone. And I think it was kind of changed
Magical.
completely our lives. Yeah.
For sure.
Being able to understand a little bit better all the process always keeps you more aligned in that sense.
I think we have more and more discussions which we would never have had, I guess. You know, because it also helps during the week. We go on Saturday and then it keeps us thinking and discussing. And I think if we wouldn't come, then each of us does our own stuff, and then maybe I say something and he says something. But now we have more common topics.
Yeah, and I guess that the way Red leads the class and all, it kind of gives you a lot to talk about, a lot of the decisions that you can actually take, and you not necessarily have to accept everything that other, I don't know, maybe doctors or anyone else say. It makes you seek for more information, and we can do that together. So.
Yeah, definitely something that maybe before the process we had kind of different, maybe not different ideas, but I certainly thought I wanted to know everything factually, you know, information is key, understand the process almost rigidly, and reading a lot of books and things like that. And Jess, I mean, you speak for yourself, but I think you were more of the idea that, you know, this is just natural and something that's going to happen. And I think in terms of alignment, what the class has done is been able to bring to somewhere in the middle, which is there is a scientific element to it and there is a natural element to it. Being informed is important, but also letting your body do what it should do and is intended to do is important. And so I think we've probably come somewhere in the middle there, and that alignment is strong. And now when we talk about things, I think we've just got clarity with what direction we want to take.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we're connected in the sense that we're not fearful of this journey and what's going to happen, and we're actually really excited, and Red has given us the confidence to be excited about it and not to be fearful about it. And so I think that has changed our conversation and definitely connected us a lot more. Yeah.
Like just Ludi pointed out, I think, I don't know why and how, but we are feeling much more connected since we started thinking and going through all this LBB process. So we are studying together, we are attending classes together, we are talking about it together, sometimes with some friends, family as well. But most important is us as a couple. And I think we are, somehow we are, I don't know why, but we are more connected. Do you feel the same?
Yeah, and it's interesting because we don't have family here.
Yeah.
So we were thinking, your parents must come and stay with us. They will do that.
Yeah.
But what we are planning now is stay this time together onless. So I didn't know, I thought that since the beginning, the first pain that I have, I go to the hospital. So, and Red just explained that it's not this way.
Yeah,
You must stay at home, relax, breathe in, do the things that you like. So this is the time that we decide, no, so let's enjoy this time together. You were prepared. My parents, they aren't. So I don't want someone looking to me like, oh my God, is everything okay? So he knows what I'm feeling, and because Red was amazing explaining everything, the process with the baby, what happened.
Yeah.
She showed videos and sent to us as well, so it's not a surprise anymore.
Yeah.
So I think as a couple, we are much more connected and prepared.
Yeah. We are looking for it.
Yes.